welcome Shakira Brown.
When I'm rushing around trying to get out the house and I can't find my keys because I was not mindful about where I put them, and I never learned my lesson, I get halfway down the steps and I question, I had my keys in my hand, but I question, did I lock the door? And I run back up the steps. Sure enough, I locked the door, but I have no recollection of locking the door because I wasn't mindful in the moment of locking the door. If I'm not mindful in that moment, and there are other things that we all do where we're not mindful, what else are we missing? Your social media presence. You might be, a very nice person at work. You might be a professional, get the job done, and no one would know it unless they went on your Facebook and do keg stands on the weekend. You don't want to be that person that has the reputation that's different than what's at work. People forget about that. People could go on to your social media and see that you're not that person. You're putting on some sort of airs. You're really some other person. So I always tell people, be careful of that if you care. If you don't care, then just do it. If you feel like it doesn't matter, no one will hear at work, then fine. But if you feel that how you present yourself in your personal life could impact how people treat you, if they treat you seriously, not you losing your job. We're talking about people actually treating you like a serious person. If they don't believe you're serious, they're most likely not going to come to you. You're not going to have good communications. You're not going to be recommended for things. That the part of their brand, be consistent with your brand is all I'm saying.
Please join me in welcoming Shakira M. Brown.
Transforming construction is an inside job, okay? And when we talk about embracing our differences, it really is about connecting cultures so we can build a stronger workforce. One of the things you have to understand is that when we have more differences in opinions and perspectives, we can advance technology within the industry, deal with labor shortages because you'll have more people to pull from, and also have better retention of talent. Because when people feel included, they're more likely to stay in that type of environment, right? We all have to do something. We have to increase our awareness and sensitivities to when people are being marginalized for various reasons, all the reasons that we just saw when we were standing up or raising our hands. We have to increase our awareness of it. And more importantly, we need to do something about it and not wait for someone else. There was a really disgusting guy working in my news department at a major TV network. He didn't bother me. I apparently was not his type. But boy, did he target two of my coworkers. And I think I was about 26, 27. I don't remember. I just know that I was uncomfortable, that my coworkers were uncomfortable, and I don't think they were ever going to say anything. I knew they were miserable. They would say they were miserable. And I ended up telling someone higher up, another producer, supervising producer, was walking in the hallway. I had no plans to do it. And something just said, I stopped him because I thought he would be reasonable in listening to me. And when I told him what was going on, he was like, really? He had no idea. He was in the same, we all were in one newsroom. He had no idea that this guy was doing that. But because I said something in that random moment in the hallway, when our news department needed to move to another building, they didn't really fire people on TV. What they would do is they wouldn't give you a seating assignment and not put you on the schedule. That guy, the guy who was doing that nasty stuff to he never, when we moved, he was not given a table, a chair, a desk, or a schedule. And that's how they got rid of him. And I never reflected on that until I started hearing and started reminding me of these stories. Now, I have been, all those things happened to me later on. But again, that guy wasn't interested in me. And believe me, I didn't want it. But it was amazing, amazing thing that I did. And I felt it. I felt like I had to do something. even though it wasn't happening to me, I was uncomfortable because it was happening to other people. So just keep that in mind. All right. What about you, Piljo?
Well, my 3 words would be greedy, doer, and I lost the third one.
Well,
Disappeared.
I don't think that first one was audible enough. Can you say that? What was that first one again?
First one was greedy.
Greedy.
Gritty.
Gritty or gritty?
Gritty.
Oh, maybe I might be projecting my own.
Wait. Not greedy like
No, gritty. Gritty.
T-Y.
That's what, see, I couldn't hear it. So gritty.
Gritty.
Okay. Did we stall enough for you to come up with the third one?
My third, greedy and doer, and I lost the third one.
All right.
Walked away from my
I'm
head.
interested in the gritty one, though. Something that you said that struck me is that you said, you can't really tell your religion by looking at you. There are some, obviously there are religions that you can, right? But there are many that you can't. So then it kind of goes, and if it's important to you, nobody really knows. And, there's this thing about, is it inappropriate to talk about it? Or, does it make people uncomfortable? But if that's who you are and what drives you, then why not? I think that's part of it too, because I didn't think of it that way, but it's 100% correct. Most religions you cannot tell from just looking at a person. There's many that you can, but most no. So, and if it means something to you, if it brings value to you and it drives you, then people should be free to talk about it and share it and not have to worry that it makes someone uncomfortable. So.
Now, who came to, but that's because I developed relationships and I knew that those relationships were important. Why? Because that guy who respects you in the field will never let a GC disrespect you at all.
That's right.
100%.
Woman or not.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
But anyway, so
you have your soapbox, and I'm so sorry I have to take it away from you because we need to move on to the next section. I want to thank again the panel for everything that they shared, and feel free to continue the conversation on the app. Feel free and through NAWIC's communications vehicles, all of the different newsletters and magazines, and the podcast. Feel free to continue the conversation, and let's give the panel a round of applause. Again, thank you.
Listened to Shakira, and I thought that her presentation was super. It talks about persuasion, and the part that really stood out to me was the speaking about what you do know, and all of us know something at some point in time. So don't stick to other things that you know nothing about. Stick to what you know about, and you'll be able to persuade, as Shakira has aptly done.
Just heard Shakira speak, and she's got wonderful energy, great advice, and she's an expert in her field. I highly recommend that you call her, contact her, have her assess the work that you're doing in your business, and have her help you get to the next level that you need to be.
Hi, I'm Doreen DeSalvo from Hilti North America.
And Alyssa Denny, also from Hilti North America.
And we wanted to say thank you for the conference yesterday.
We saw Shakira present yesterday in our breakout session about powerful communications, and then moderate the DE&I panel.
I wanted to let you know that we appreciated how you moderated the DE&I in a way that made everybody want to talk about things.
Yeah, you kept the panel moving. You got people to share really intimate and powerful stories, and
Sure.
It impacted the audience a lot. Thank you, Shakira.
Thank you, Shakira.
Shakira did such a fantastic job moderating our NAWIC Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion panel, keeping people on task, which is not easy with this group, and also pulling the questions that pulled the right emotions for what we were trying to accomplish here. She was amazing. We would love to have her back again.
I had the pleasure of organizing and coordinating a panel discussion where Shakira Brown was our moderator. She did a phenomenal job, and we so appreciate all the work and all the collaboration that you did do with our panelists and also with our association. Thank you again, Shakira, for connecting, collaborating, and constructing with us.